everybody, this is Leone. I've come to do your weekly guidance. I hope you're all good and well. So today I'm going to be using the Gilded Royale Tarot, and I'm going to pull you some Wishcraft Oracle cards as well to give you those final messages. So this is the second time I've tried to record this video. Obviously, there's obstacles and challenges at the moment for everybody, and it is down to the Lion's Gate. It's also down to breaking karmic cycles and things like that. Some of you are unaware that you're in a karmic cycle. So this is why things are taking their time. There's impatience, there's uncertainty, confusion, illusions even. But we did have the Eight of Cups. So that it indicated to me that there was a need to change pace, change environment, change situations around you, even though it's kind of difficult for you to let things out. And maybe your feelings and emotions were getting in the way of making choices and decisions as well. So again, there are things there behind the scenes, energetically, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, that you need to still kind of let go of or move on from, or, you know, come to terms with in some kind of way. And until that happens, nothing's going to change or give around you. But the 8 talks about change and needing change, and we're in the 8th month, so this is a perfect time to kind of let go and release. And obviously, we've got the full moon. I believe it's today, the 19th. Okay, and it is going to bring out a lot of anger and frustrations and generally tower kind of energies. All right, and I don't want you to fear that, because actually when we get the tower, it's not, although it's kind of a shock to the system sometimes, and yes, it can be the rug being pulled from under your feet, but that's because things needed changing around you. It's because you've ignored those signs there previously from the universe saying, look, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, because you're unhappy. And we want to help you, and we're showing you signs, but you're ignoring us. So this is where the universe literally takes charge. They pull that rug from under your feet, and they say, you will listen, you will take note, because we know what's best for you. And even though it's sometimes dramatic, it's chaotic, we can let our feelings and emotions get in the way of that. And it's about keeping yourself as grounded as possible during any form of change around you, but just trusting that the universe has got your back either way. You know, it is a challenge. Yeah, and as we say, we've got the Page of Pentacles coming out. Sorry, not the Page of Pentacles. Okay, it might come out, but the Page of Pentacles talks about having that vision, looking at the bigger picture, learning, studying, growing, evolving in different ways. Some of you may be doing that. Some of you may need to do that. Okay, but we've got the Page of Wands, which talks about taking new steps in a new direction. The old ways are no longer serving you or working for you. So we've got to concentrate on taking those steps into the new. So whether this is work career minded, it could be relationship minded, or something else around you. But equally, you can't just sit there and wait for things to happen for you. You've got to get up and physically make those things happen. Even if you don't know what you're doing or where you're going, a step is better than sitting doing nothing. So go do your research, go and explore, try different things until it comes together as it should do. There's not going to be any mistakes, but it is going to get you out this dramatic, chaotic kind of tug of war battle that you're in at the moment. Yeah, there could be other people, other influences around you. Yes, we've got the Five of Pentacles come out with that as well. So two fives, which shows uncertainties and unbalance, certainly around money and maybe material things as well. You can't have this or you can't have that. And I'm going around in circles and cycles. And maybe you're battling with yourself and other people here as well. If we're talking about the work career side of things, there could be arguments, disagreements, fights, battles, you name it. And there could be dismissal on the cards here as well. But when one door shuts, another one opens. So don't give up. Step outside of the drama and chaos, whether it's in your head or externally here. It's about focusing on the bigger picture and what you want and where you want to go, and restoring some balance. Some of you are carrying some hurt and pain here in some kind of way as well. Really slurring my words. It's really odd. We've got a male around in the energy at the moment. I do believe it's on mum's side of the family. Here we go. I'm sorry. He wants to get their voice heard here, but I feel they struggle with their voice and couldn't speak very clearly. I believe this man suffered with some kind of stroke some kind of stroke, because my whole of my left-hand side, and I've certainly got the headache and the pain here in my left-hand side, but I feel very numb. And it's almost like my tongue's gone here as well. Very odd feeling and sensation. But I want to say 56 is important with this as well. I feel very emotional. I feel like I'm really, really struggling here in many different ways, and it got frustrating towards the end. So, you know, I do feel this person passed over from stroke-related conditions anyhow. This is kind of how I'm feeling. I do believe this man was well-travelled. Sorry, I know I'm going off point here, but he's coming through really strong. So I've got to bring him through for that one person. I don't know who it is. I don't know where it belongs, but guys, take this if you know somebody of these conditions and what I'm bringing through here. But I feel like someone here, he also struggled in many different ways, and there was so much drama and chaos in his life. And I kind of feel like he's trying to bring in that life's too short. Life's too short for all these fights, these battles, these arguments, these disagreements. And he wants you to step outside of that. And he wants you to kind of take back the reins, take back control. You know, he lost his voice at one particular point here as well. And he wants you to use your voice whilst you still got it, but not in a negative way, but in a positive way. And he wants to help you release these headaches that are going on as well. It could be migraines that someone's suffering from here, right here and right now as well. But the color red is important with this man. I believe this man lost quite a lot, if I'm honest. Well, again, whether that was materialistically, monetary value, but you know, I just feel like he lost out in many different ways. 1969 is important here, the month of May. I also get June, birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations as well. 69 could be on a door here as well. I'm seeing it on a front door. I am seeing like white flowers here. I'm not sure if they're roses or not, but they are white with the slight tinge of yellow in smack bang in the middle. I'm rubbish with flowers and names, but if there's a name that comes through, petunia. Petunia? I have no idea. I don't know whether it's them or whether they were his favorite flower, or, you know, but I am seeing white flowers here, but white symbolizes purity here as well. Being from the heart, working from the heart. You know, you could be this person and you're getting just a little bit of heaviness at the moment from the universe, but he's certainly around you. I'm going through letters and, you know, this is in a shoebox as well. I'm seeing like old handwritten letters here. Very neat handwriting. Very, I mean, they did back in the day anyhow. Nowadays, our handwriting is terrible because everything's computerized. But maybe we've got to go back to old-fashioned ways, just a little bit. Old-fashioned communication, old-fashioned ways. You know, explain how you're feeling, get it written down in some kind of way. He might be pushing you to do this. Okay. I hear the name James. I'm not saying it's directly linked with him as a person, but I've got James, I've got Arthur, I've got Mary, Joy, Lisa, Arthur. Did I say Arthur? Those are the names that I'm getting through anyhow. But okay. He's a very chatty man now, I tell you. He just reminding me of sitting there listening to a very old-fashioned radio, one that you have to tune in at the very top with where you pull out the aerial. And this is a brown device as well that he's showing me. It's not very big, but he is sitting there in his old-fashioned armchair listening to what feels like stories or something along those lines anyhow. And I feel like he would have passed those stories on as well. Anyhow, I'm going to just push him to one side slightly while I get on with this reading. But I kind of feel like with you, get yourself out of this drama and chaos. Find your voice. Don't be afraid to speak up. But equally, You know, whatever's bothering you, get it written down, get it on paper, get it out of your system, break the cycles, break the habits. Some of you are thinking of that new direction, closing a few doors here, and I've dropped all my cards, so bear with me. I do apologize. I do this literally every single time. But it's led me to the Ace of Cups. So yeah, your feelings and emotions are going in cycles. It's because you're not facing something. And again, we've got they all want to drop. You're going to drop something. You've literally got to drop all your worries, your stresses and strains, and just focus. Cut that negativity out of your life. You don't need it. If you don't like something, change it. It's standing in your power, standing strong, tall, strong. And I just feel like there is some victory and success coming out of where you're headed, where you're going. There is some freedom that's coming in for you. An epiphany, an eye-opening moment. You're breaking free from something. And I do feel this is going to get you, it's going to give you the kick that you need. Yeah. Because we have the victory and success card come through for you, the Six of Wands. This is having the right people, the right support, the right everything around you. This is, you know, coming to the light at the end of the tunnel. All those good things coming out now. You know, you're going to be in the spotlight for something. You really are. But at the moment, I just feel like there's some stubborn kind of energies there. And you're in your own little head, in your own little mind, and it's causing stagnation. Like I say, when one door shuts, another one opens. So if you guys lose a job, if you decide to kind of leave a position, whether it's work career related or something else, take steps. Don't just sit there and think about it. It's about acting upon it. Now, you can think forever and get nowhere. Like I said, it feels tower-like kind of energies at the moment, and maybe you're fearing the worst as well. Maybe you're fearing if you do this or do that, you don't know if it's the right thing to do or if you're going to make a mistake somehow. You don't know till you try, but you've got to try. You've got to take steps. This is no longer working for you. So we've got to change things. But I do see victory, success coming out for you and happier times, new opportunities. This is a new love for yourself, self-love. I do feel your eyes are going to be open to a situation anyhow, and maybe just maybe you will understand your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and deal with those because we've got the eyes open in there. This is your third eye working to the max as well, which shows that your intuition is there and you will see. You are seeing what you need to do, and that is needing to break free, speaking your truth in some kind of way. So what else do we have here going on? So much humming and and it's crazy. Someone's smoking a lot here as well. I just smell the smoke. That could be stress related. We have the Fool. Stop juggling. Take that leap of faith. Take that risk. You're not going to fail or fall. You've got all the skills, all the tools in the box to deal with a situation. You're just very much in your head at the moment. You need to get back down to earth and take steps. Some of you could be afraid of causing arguments, fights, battles here as well. But equally, you've got to get yourself out of this situation. But there's no point carrying all the negative stuff with you. There's no point carrying, you know, any of that. It gets heavy. And some of you, yes, you could be feeling very isolated at the moment, but it's not serving you any purpose. Let's see what's going on here. Let's clarify the Page of Wands. Like I said, you've got to take steps in that new direction now. You know, some of you are staying up late at night here, not sleeping very well at all, worrying, stressing. You take steps in a new direction, you're going to get rewarded in many different ways. So something's coming, something's opening up to you. And maybe you've forgotten your power somewhere along the line. Maybe you've forgot how magical you really are. Maybe you forgot how strong, powerful, magical, abundant you really are. Forget the work side of things. You've got so many good things there right in front of you. Maybe you're just letting this kind of get hold of you in some kind of way. But the Three of Pentacles shows with the Page of Wands, taking steps in that new direction, you're going to be looked after, you're going to be okay. And actually, you're going to be rewarded for all your hard work and efforts because you're getting no rewards at the moment here, or it feels as if you're not. I do see, look, it's the end. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the situation. The Death card says it all. Endings for new beginnings. You've got to end something here. You've got to break that cycle. You've got to surrender. Let it go. Sacrifice. Move on. Move forward. There's no way forward in this situation. None at all. So no more arguing, no more fights, battles, tug of war, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, with everything that's going on around you. Don't get sucked into other people's drama and chaos either. Focus on number one, yourself. You know, you might be being held back by other people here as well, or they may be holding you back in some kind of way. 2 5s there, which shows the imbalance. And we've got the 6. So 6 talks about rebalance coming in for you. Stop giving all your time, effort, and energy away here. You focus on number one. You call back your energy, and then you call back your abundance with it, and your spark and your glow and everything else that you're left feeling empty with. Sometimes we can do too much for other people and situations. Sometimes our time, effort, and energy is taken just by thoughts. But with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, this is about you now taking steps into following your heart, doing what makes you happy. Carefree kind of attitude. Equally, relationships, there could be people stepping on your pathway in some way, shape, or form here, offering you something that's going to put a smile on your face anyhow, a new contract of sorts. Again, that leads to victory and success with that 6 of Wands. And the end of this 10 of Swords energy, which is downright depression, basically. Low vibrations, low energies, feeling ripped apart, stabbed in the back. This is you pulling yourself together, picking yourself up and regaining your energy in some kind of way. I'm telling you, it's a bit of a roller coaster at the moment, but it is going to get better. It is going to get sorted out. And especially with that Fool card, with the 5 of Swords, leaving all that craziness behind you, you take charge, you take power. With that King of Swords, this is new information. This is very knowledgeable. This is using your wisdom, and your intuition is bang on. Stand in your power. Use that knowledge and wisdom to help you get through this. And this is where you get some kind of wish fulfillment at the end of it. The 9 of Cups is happiness, and it is about you focusing on your happiness, but it also shows your achievements there as well. And maybe some of you just need reminding of how far you've come, but equally how far you're going to go as well. You're going to be celebrating. I'm telling you, good things are coming. It's the end of struggles and battles. You are tired. You are tired in every way possible, but you've overcome so much. Yeah, it's time to drop the burdens now. Another 10, which shows me there's an ending in sight. And yeah, there we have it. The Strength card. You will find your power to deal with everything you're facing, but equally, you've got to face your fears here. Step out of your comfort zone, try something different. And if you don't know what that is yet, ask Spirit to show you. But equally, you've got to step out of the energy you're currently in because it's not serving you any purpose. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep taking steps. You've got to keep trying different things until it happens. So focus. All right. But you have got that strength of the lion within you and the magic there as well. I do need to say with that magician. So use your skills, your knowledge. I'm telling you, it's going to change everything with that world card. So we've got another end of phase cycle situation. You know, major arcanas here are crazy, which shows that big changes are on the horizon there for you. Okay. And as we look at the bottom of the Oracle deck, we have Hope Jar. You know, don't lose hope, don't lose faith. Put all those hopes, wishes, maybe into a jar. I don't know. But use your magic. Use your magic. Some of you here are doing spell work and things like that as well. Maybe there's an abundance one. But you've got to unlock your powers here. You're hoping and wishing, but you've got all those powers within. You don't need anything. You really don't need anything. And 7's about healing as well as the star card. Relates to the star card and healing and wish fulfillment. It's coming. But you've got all the tools within to unlock whatever's going on here. Equally, like I said before, you're tired. You might just need some rest for now. Maybe you're having time out from everything. But sleep is important because that helps your life flow. You don't realize that if you don't eat or sleep correctly, it puts you out of sorts, out of balance. It gets the mind going. You're certainly not grounded and you're certainly not looking after yourself. So you need sleep. I've also got the freeze it card. Okay. So something is on pause at the moment. Maybe your ideas are on pause. Either way, it's going to happen. Everything's all going to come together here. Just remember, life is never perfect as well. All right, we've got many twists and turns and chaotic things happen. And not just through ourselves, but through others as well. But you've got to leave that side of things to that side and you've got to focus on what you're doing. And that will help distract you from problems of the world, let's just say, as well. But that's kind of what I've got for you guys for this week. Very specific to someone anyhow, very specific. But yeah, the energy's really drained here, really tired, really drained. You just need to call back your energy here. All the drama and chaos is not serving you any purpose whatsoever. Break the cycles, step out of your comfort zone, go do what's going to make you happy here. And that's what we've got. But take care, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.